All right, so today we're doing a deep dive on you.
Yeah.
We found the source that's all about like 15 tips to improve your life. And it's a lot. It's kind of overwhelming, to be honest.
Yeah, a lot there.
It covers everything from like happiness to reaching your goals to, I mean, it's like a whole self-improvement course in one.
Absolutely, yeah.
But we're going to try to like distill it down to what's going to be most helpful for our listener.
Yeah, and I think we can focus on what's going to be most relevant and I think interesting. There's a lot to unpack, but we can connect the dots and make it something really valuable.
All right, so the first thing this source jumps right into is goal setting.
Okay.
They're not messing around. They're talking about like really detailed roadmaps, like, okay, you want to run a marathon, here's your weekly mileage, here's what you should be eating.
Right.
Like, is that level of detail really necessary?
I think what's important is like the psychology of it, breaking it down into smaller steps so it's not so overwhelming.
Gotcha. So instead of like staring at this huge mountain, you're looking at the next step in front of you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're getting those wins.
Okay.
The small wins that will build the momentum.
All right, so let's say we got our goals all mapped out.
Oh.
The next thing the source says is you got to prioritize your health.
Of course.
Which I feel like duh, but they talk about small changes, like going for a 30-minute walk every day or swapping out a bag of chips for fruit.
Right.
I mean, these things seem so small. Like, do they really make a difference?
It's interesting you say that because I think it's the point. It's not about making these huge, drastic changes overnight. It's about sustainable habits that you can maintain.
Okay.
It's the compound effect.
What's the compound effect?
Okay, so think of it like investing.
Right.
Small amounts of money invested regularly over time will grow significantly.
Gotcha.
So it's the same idea with your health.
Yeah.
It's not always the intensity of the effort, it's the consistency.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So those walks every day, even though they seem so small, will really add up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They can have a major impact on your physical and mental well-being.
So consistency is key.
Yeah.
Like building a strong structure brick by brick.
Exactly. You're not going to build a skyscraper overnight.
Right.
It takes time and effort. And the same thing with self-improvement.
Okay, so we've got goals, we've got healthy habits. What's next?
Okay, so then they go into what I like to call the mental well-being power trio. Gratitude, continuous learning, and time management.
Okay, those seem like very different things.
They do, but they're all connected.
Okay.
So gratitude, first of all, is about shifting your perspective, focusing on what you have rather than what you lack.
Okay.
And studies show that gratitude leads to increased happiness and reduced stress.
So it's not just like a feel-good thing.
No, there's science behind it.
Okay.
So then you tie that in with continuous learning.
Okay.
Engaging your mind keeps you sharp. It fosters a sense of accomplishment and boosts your confidence.
Right. So you're feeding your mind, and that leads to feeling better.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, but where does time management fit in?
Time management is the glue that holds it all together.
Interesting.
Because when you're stressed and overwhelmed, it's harder to focus on those other things.
Right.
So effective time management reduces stress and creates space for the positive.
Oh, I see.
It allows gratitude and learning to flourish.
So everything is connected.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then when you're less stressed, it's easier to maintain those healthy habits.
Wow, this is all starting to come together.
Yeah.
So we've got setting goals, building healthy habits, and then this mental well-being power trio.
Right.
Where do we go from here?
Okay, so then it takes a turn and goes to the social aspect of self-improvement.
Okay.
Building positive relationships and developing a growth mindset.
Ooh, those are big ones.
They are, yeah.
So what do they mean by building positive relationships?
Okay, so who are you surrounding yourself with? Do they lift you up or bring you down?
That's a good point.
Yeah, be intentional about who you let into your life.
So curate your social circle.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, and what about this growth mindset? What is that?
It's the belief that your abilities aren't fixed.
Okay.
They can be developed with dedication and hard work.
So instead of saying, I'm not good at this, you say, I'm not good at this yet.
Exactly. And that's where those positive relationships come in.
Oh.
Because when you have people who believe in you, it makes it easier to adopt that mindset.
It's like having your own personal cheer squad.
Yeah, it really is.
So you've got your goals, your healthy habits, this mental well-being thing, and now you're surrounding yourself with supportive people. What's next?
Okay, so then it kind of goes inward again.
Right.
Focus on self-discipline.
Oh, boy.
And the impact of your physical environment.
Ooh, okay. What does my environment have to do with this?
So self-discipline first.
Okay.
It's basically the ability to control your impulses to achieve your goals.
Yeah.
Not the most exciting topic, but
It's important, though.
yeah, it's crucial for success in any area.
So it's like the muscle that allows you to stick to your goals and habits.
Exactly. And then what's interesting is they pair that with decluttering your space.
Okay, now hold on. My desk is a disaster sometimes.
Right.
Are they saying a messy desk equals a messy mind?
Not exactly.
Okay.
But they do say that a clutter-free environment can improve your focus.
Okay.
Think about it. When you're surrounded by clutter,
Yeah.
it creates visual chaos, and that's distracting.
Okay, so by cleaning your space, you're making space in your mind.
Exactly.
I can see that.
When you're less overwhelmed visually, it's easier to focus on what matters.
And stick to those habits.
Exactly.
This is all starting to make sense. It's like all these tips build on each other.
Yeah, it's like a snowball effect for self-improvement.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
So what's next?
All right, so then we have financial wellness and mindfulness.
Okay, financial wellness, I get, but how does mindfulness fit in?
So they argue that there's a strong connection between how we manage our finances and our sense of well-being.
Yeah. Money problems can be stressful.
Exactly. Financial stress can really impact other areas of your life.
It's hard to focus on anything else when you're worried about money.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So financial wellness is about creating stability.
Oh?
And, even small amounts of money saved regularly can make a big difference.
That's that compound effect again, right?
Exactly.
Little actions, big results.
And that's where mindfulness comes in.
Okay.
It's about cultivating awareness of your thoughts and feelings,
Yeah.
especially about spending.
Gotcha.
Like meditation can help you become more conscious of your financial decisions.
So it's not about like meditating to manifest money or something?
No.
No.
It's about making intentional choices with your money.
Aligned with your goals.
Right.
Okay, so we've covered goals, healthy habits, the mental well-being,
Yeah.
positive relationships, growth mindset, self-discipline, decluttering our space, and now financial wellness and mindfulness.
That's right.
Phew.
And that's just the first half.
Wow. There's a lot to unpack here.
Yeah. We're just getting started.
I'm ready for the next part.
Me too. Let's dive in.
Let's do it.
All right, let's go. Okay, so the next step is all about getting uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable.
Yeah, stepping out of your comfort zone.
Ooh, that sounds kind of scary.
I know, right?
But like, why is that important?
Well, it's about challenging yourself.
Okay.
Trying new things, pushing past those boundaries.
Okay, I get that it's good for personal growth, but any tips on how to make it less scary?
What's one thing you've been wanting to try, but you've been putting off because you're afraid?
Oh, there's a lot of those.
I know, right?
Okay, so public speaking.
Okay.
I would love to be able to do that, but I'm terrified.
So think small steps. You don't have to jump into the deep end.
Great.
What's a small step you could take?
Maybe like record myself talking about something I like.
There you go.
Okay.
Each small step builds confidence for the next one.
So it's like building up a tolerance.
Yeah.
Like those cold showers everyone's talking about.
Exactly.
But seriously, pushing past those limits can be really freeing.
Absolutely.
Okay, so what's next?
So then they connect stepping out of your comfort zone with helping others.
How do those two things go together?
Well, when you focus on helping others, it takes the focus off of your own fears.
Oh, okay.
You're contributing to something bigger than yourself.
So instead of worrying about myself, I'm thinking about helping someone else.
Exactly.
And that makes me feel better.
And it creates a ripple effect.
Ooh.
When you help someone, it benefits them,
Yeah.
but it also benefits you.
Oh, interesting.
It boosts your mood, gives you a sense of purpose,
Okay.
and it can inspire others to do the same.
Like a chain reaction of good deeds. I like that.
And it ties back to those positive relationships.
Oh, right.
You're not just improving your life, but also creating a more positive environment.
For everyone around you.
Yeah.
Okay, we're getting to the end of these tips now.
Yeah, just a couple more.
What are they?
Okay, so the last two are all about maintaining momentum
Okay.
and celebrating your progress.
Oh, that's important. It's easy to get excited at the beginning, but how do you keep that going?
That's where consistency comes in.
Okay.
Remember the compound effect.
Yeah.
Same idea here.
Okay.
Small actions repeated over time lead to big results.
So it's about showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it.
Yeah. You got it.
So like building a habit.
Exactly.
Okay, what about celebrating progress? How does that work?
Well, we often focus so much on what we haven't achieved yet
Yeah, it's true.
that we forget to acknowledge how far we've come.
We're so hard on ourselves.
Exactly.
Right.
So celebrating your wins, no matter how small, is crucial for motivation. It reinforces those positive behaviors.
So give yourself credit for the progress.
Yeah.
Not just focus on the end goal.
Exactly. It's about enjoying the journey.
Okay, so we've covered all 15 tips. Goals, health mindset, relationships, growth, self-discipline, decluttering finances, mindfulness, stepping out of our comfort zones, helping others, staying consistent, and celebrating wins.
It's a lot, right?
That's a lot. It's amazing how much they packed into this one source.
Yeah, it really is a holistic approach.
It's not just random tips, it's all connected.
Exactly. Each piece contributes to the bigger picture.
Like a puzzle.
Yeah.
I'm curious, what stood out to you the most from all of this?
That's a good question. I think for me, it's the interconnectedness of it all. We can't compartmentalize our well-being.
Yeah.
It's all connected.
Our physical health, our mental health, our relationships, our environment.
Everything.
It all plays a role.
Yeah, and that's what makes it so fascinating.
Yeah, it's a journey.
Yeah, a process of learning and growing.
So we've explored all these tips, but our listeners probably wondering, how do I actually apply this to my life?
Right. It can feel overwhelming.
So what should they focus on?
I would say reflect on what resonated most with you. What sparked your curiosity? What felt relevant to your life right now?
Find that one thing you're ready to change.
Exactly.
And take a small step.
So maybe it's journaling or decluttering or reaching out to a friend.
It's about taking action, no matter how small.
And trust that those small actions will add up.
That snowball effect.
Yeah. And as you experience the positive effects, you'll feel more motivated and confident.
To take the next step.
Right.
So one small action can lead to big changes.
Absolutely. And they can always come back to this deep dive for more inspiration.
So as we wrap up, I want to leave our listener with a question.
Okay.
What's one small action you can take today to implement that tip?
That's a great question. It's about taking action in the present moment.
Maybe setting a reminder to meditate. Yeah.
Or signing up for that course you've been thinking about.
Or calling a friend.
Turn that intention into action.
Exactly.
Even a small action can make a big difference.
It really can. It's amazing how much potential is in each moment.
It really is. Well, I think we really covered it all.
I think so too. It's been great exploring all this with you.
Yeah, it's fascinating, right?
Absolutely.
It's a good reminder that we all have the power to change our lives. It's a process, and we can always keep learning and growing.
Exactly. It never ends.
And on that note, we want to thank you for listening.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
We hope you got some good ideas from this deep dive.
Yeah.
And that you feel inspired to make some positive changes.
It doesn't have to be big changes.
Right, just small steps.
Keep moving forward.
Celebrate those wins.
Absolutely.
And remember, you got this.
Hey.
We're cheering you on.
Keep learning, keep growing.
That's a wrap for this episode of The Deep Dive.
See you next time.
We'll be back next week with a whole new topic.
Can't wait. Until then, stay curious and keep diving deep.